back, everyone, to a fresh edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. If you're going to have a forecast bust, it might as well be a day like today, where temperatures overachieve. We had more sunshine than expected. Turned out to be a nice second half of the day. Look at the numbers here. Locally today, we did 59 at the airport this afternoon. Our forecast was 51. So, yeah, an 8-degree bust isn't great, but it's better to bust in this direction than the other direction, that is for sure. Pittsburgh did 60 and Wheeling at 64. A little bit of a lake breeze kept Erie and Cleveland just a little bit cooler, but overall, yeah, today a nice one after a cloudy start. A few sprinkles and showers very early. Then in the afternoon, we saw these clouds definitely part, and a fair amount of sunshine for the second half of the day today sent those temperatures in an upward trajectory. Here's a look at the visible satellite loop from today, showing how quick the clearing was across the area this afternoon. All right, this evening, all the action weather-wise is pretty much all to our south, where all the focus is really going to be over the next day or two. The severe weather risk this evening is not especially high in the deep south. It's actually a little bit higher out in the plain states, and that's more so after sunset this evening into the overnight. It's tomorrow that, unfortunately, we are pretty concerned about a major, kind of the season's first major severe weather outbreak. So the Storm Prediction Center, part of the National Weather Service, has issued a moderate risk. That's a 4 on a 1 to 5 scale for parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. You don't see a lot of these moderate 4 out of 5 kind of risk days, especially in the month of March. But this is definitely something that could be potentially pretty significant, pretty dangerous for residents in the Deep South tomorrow into tomorrow night. Then the axis of severe weather risks shifts to the east on Thursday, maybe as far north as extreme southern Ohio. A couple of gusty thunderstorms may occur before Thursday is through. While no severe weather is expected around here, next week is Severe Weather Awareness Week in the state of Ohio from March 21st through the 27th, and that includes the statewide tornado drill, which will occur on Wednesday morning, March 24th at 9:50 a.m. We'll be spending the week on TV and online and on this video talking about all aspects of severe weather. Now, if you're a weather enthusiast, a weather geek, if you will, if you watch this video a lot, chances are you're pretty weather savvy and you have a pretty good awareness of the right things to do, the wrong things to do when severe weather threatens or severe weather strikes. But we'll still be talking about some of that certainly next week. And our severe weather climatology, or at least thunderstorm climatology around here, is not really a surprise. Our days with thunderstorms ramps up pretty quickly mid to late spring. So really just a day or maybe 2 at the most on average in March where we have a thunderstorm. It goes to 2 or 3 days in April, and then between 4 and 5 days in May, peaking in June and July, then dropping off fairly quickly later in the summer into the fall. Now, these are just the days in which thunder is heard. It's not the days with severe weather, but it's the number of days, climatologically speaking, in which thunder is observed across our region. We're not going to have any thunder tonight or on Wednesday. St. Patrick's Day is a winner. Maybe a few patches of fog early, no big deal. Plenty of sunshine for the midday and afternoon on our Wednesday. Clouds will build in towards evening, and then the rain builds in by about daybreak on Thursday. I think on average the rain's going to get underway between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. Thursday morning. Once it's here, as we talked about yesterday, this is just a classic washout on Thursday. It's just going to rain all day. Now, the intensity of the rain will never be super impressive. At times it may come down at a pretty good clip, but a lot of this will be pretty light to moderate, and as the rain tries to taper off into the evening, we might see a few wet snowflakes or sleet pellets trying to mix in here. No impacts from this, but not going to be surprised if we have a little light wintry mix at the tail end of this Thursday evening. But then the sky quickly clears Friday morning, a sun-filled Friday afternoon, but this is a legit cold shot for Friday into Friday night. Despite the full afternoon, strong March sunshine on Friday, temperatures won't get much above the lower 40s on Friday afternoon, and we'll get down into the upper teens and lower 20s Friday night, Saturday morning. But then a quick turnaround on Saturday, and a beautiful weekend is coming up. Here's a look at the model spread right now as far as the rainfall totals. The NAM is the leader in the clubhouse right now with close to 1.5 inches. The Euro, closer to 1 inch. The GFS Ensemble, 3/4 of an inch. I still think the same idea that we had yesterday holds truth. 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch to 1.25 inches. That's going to be a pretty good range. Pretty good drink of water, and actually, this is pretty needed rain. It's been unusually dry so far in March. March tends to be kind of muddy and sloppy around here, but not so much this month. All right, 6 to 10 day outlook. You're not going to be surprised by this map if you've been paying attention to the longer range thoughts on this video and elsewhere. Yeah, it looks balmy next week. I mean, our first 70-degree day is going to be a possibility by early next week, and that would be pretty much right on schedule. When you look at the climatology for our area, the first 70-degree day, the average first date is second or third week of March, so it would be right on schedule. Now, of course, we came very close to hitting 70 last week. We had a 69-degree temperature a week ago, but we've got I think a pretty good shot at flirting with 70, if not exceeding 70, once or twice during the first half of next week. Thanks for watching tonight's weather for Weather Geeks. Same time, same place on Wednesday. We'll see you then.